Hello gang, welcome back once again to Freeform Friday. If you're tuning in for the first time, I am the Articulate Grunt. Welcome to my channel, and wish me luck. This is my fourth time trying to record a video on this game. And every time I do, it's like the paint peels, monsters pop out, or work calls, or something interrupts. So, Medieval Dynasty by RenderCube, a Polish indie company. A friend keyed me in that this was on sale. I went and looked. Good sale. The game looks interesting. Very similar in style to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Developers even talked about Kingdom Come a few times. Now let's go take a look. I'm gonna be quiet for the intro because when I first acquired the game and logged in, which is on early release in Steam, as you can see next to my picture, they're still listing it as being an alpha. There was no sound, it was just subtext for this next section. Or subtitle, not subtext.
I used to have a simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son, it's tough. But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty.
Good life. Hard. Good.
Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
Oh, I love the graphics. It's beautiful. Now, what is Medieval Dynasty? Wouldn't be much of a dynasty or anything if you're just playing with one character, correct? Welcome to the valley. Now, it's going to start out leading you down here to the town. We can't see the full name because of the question mark. Gostovia. And yes, you can zoom in with the mouse wheel, get a good close look, or look at the valley. Much higher overview. Alright. So, you're 18 years old. The game will progress. Basically, there are 4 quarters, 4 seasons to each year. Each season has 3 days. So basically a day is a month. You can adjust that. You can customize it as you enter. But that's the basic set of it. And where's management? There it is. Boop. 0 buildings. You currently have a limit of 1. You can see that going to journal, going to start new life, building limit of 1. And somewhere in here, after making introductions to the Castilian, kind of the governor-mayor for the valley that you pay your taxes to each year, you'll pick a place somewhere in the valley if you want to found your settlement, your village, where you want to live. And you can go remote, out in the middle of nowhere, away from everybody, way out here in the mountains, in this little pond where the river flows through the mountains, or right down next in close range to both of those villages, or over here where you've got a little more expansion room where you can quickly run to any of these 3. Personally, I put mine right here in the fork in the road. Decent little distance to be able to use the bridge here to go up to these or go down to these over here, but that was just me. And it's got drawbacks. I'm a little more limited in timber than in a lot of other areas. A little bit more of a run or a walk to bring in some resources sometimes. Didn't plan for that. Thought about restarting. Well, I've restarted once, but that's because it being an alpha, it has a distinct issue that a lot of games in alpha lack. Tutorial. There is none. It is, you have to experiment to figure it out. Or very carefully, basically read through all the tip things and pay attention to what they say. So close. Little nuances. It took me forever how to figure out how to bathe and get clean. And basically, I just go jump in the lake. I go for a swim. Because I still haven't got the bath built. Far too advanced, in my opinion, to get the bath. That should be one of the first easy things to do. There's not a lot of guidances on, okay, how do I get wood planks? Which building? A lot of that's still in development. Matter of fact, in skills. There are still a lot of skills. Notice, you can see, no description to change. It's an alpha. Late alpha. But to be honest, the game is more polished and runs smoother than some AAA first release month $60+ games. I got it for like $12 on sale. So you pick where you're gonna settle. You set in your first house. You pursue quest, chapter, and side quest missions to get more Dynasty reputation. As it goes up, you can get a higher building limit. And as you advance technology, you get other buildings to build. Resource storage, hunting lodge, food storage. Very important. Keeps your food from rotting as fast. But it's not just Dynasty as in you're founding a dynasty. Your eventual goal is to build a larger and larger village, to get other refugees to join you, eventually to get married, have kids, and once your kids are, or your eldest, your heir, oop, there's another rock, is old enough, and your original starting character gets too old, retires as a village elder, and you take over as the next step in your dynasty as your heir. I love that idea and concept. This will go for multiple generations if you play it long enough. Now I've got rocks, I've got sticks. Here's the building wheel. And I'm going to go down here to handcraft and make a nice, cheap, easy to use stone axe, just so I can show it off a little bit. I mean, this is how you start. You start out, you have nothing. I just built the axe. 50 coins is pocket change. It's enough food to probably get you through one season if you don't figure out how to get more food quickly. Alright, oop, while I was there, stone axe, it's equipped in slot 1, so. Let's find a maple. Oh, that's a beautiful big tree. I love some of the work they put into some of the noises and stuff. Some of the sound. Let's see if we get a really beautiful falling timber noise out of this one. Oh! Alright. I didn't see... If you keep your eyes open, most trees when they fell will drop 1 to 3 piles of feathers. They're real important later on. Got some more sticks. Logs! Grab the logs. Don't let it roll. It will disappear down the hillside. Maples are great. They're maples, so cutting them, you lose the maple syrup thing possibly later. But they give a lot of wood, which for one tree, which reduces wear and tear on your axe. The feathers was one of those things. Like I said, there's no guide, so I discovered that on my own through gameplay. And your first simple weapon that really will do anything, the wooden spear. I'm actually going to equip that in slot 1 and then do the axe, slot 2. Oh, torches have their own slot over here on your character. Torches are a constant. They've yet to do in the image. You've just got a silhouette. I'm looking forward to that. because you can't see you or what you're wearing and the differences it makes. And I haven't found out how to go to third-person view yet, where I can find it if that's even available. It's first-person, single player, and an important thing, some of you watching me with other games, it's open world. If I don't want to go down there and check out Dude, talk to him, then bugger it. I'm not going to. I'm going to run across the map. Now, a few things I found. Ooh. Spring. These mushrooms are real good. They only give 1 food point, and it's 100 to fill your belly. But it's better than nothing. And you can find them in clumps. With a little bit of dedication, you can pile those suckers up. Though, summer, the berries, those are easy to find. If you got your food storage building put in, they will last for about a year. They'll increase about 25% in quality each additional season. But I went overboard my first summer when I discovered them, gathered up like 3,000 berries, and in big areas like this, and they've lasted me and helped me out quite a bit. And my people, as I've gathered them in. Now, looking there, down by my picture, you can see the green bar. That's stamina. You can see it decreasing as I run. Next to it is red. Of course, that's health. Uh-oh, what are you? That is a boar. Okay. Beginning character like this, we are in no condition to face a boar. And it's coming. I can hear it. Crap. Run! I'm running for the lake. Anyway, so a few little things. There are still glitches that pop up. It is still in development. They are still adding to it. However, there are still glitches. Woo! Fur and meat. So those are rare, but they do happen. Oh, like I said, getting clean. Yeah. And you never really sink. There's no swimming or anything worked into it yet. No idea. Okay, see. So there's no air meter or anything. Ooh, fish! Fish! I don't have a fishing spear, so it does me no good to chase them, but it's just fun. Rabbit trap early on will help you get meat and fur. Fur is good to sell, and then later on, good to build with. That boar is still up there. As I said, you can build anywhere. It's open world. You can go anywhere you want to. Ignore the storyline and go completely on your own. Well, you'll need to follow some of the stuff eventually in order to expand your building limit. Spears? Oh, by the way, hold the right mouse button to aim. Click the left to throw. But it wears out. Everything wears out in this game, which is kind of cool too. It's beautiful landscaping. I know some of you, especially if you've been following my This Land Is My Land playthrough, know that I love good graphics and landscaping. There are still a few issues from time to time, like up close fur textures. Still have a little bit of difficulty, but it's a video game. Now that we're here, let's change over. Welcome to the same location. Here's the fork in the road. This is my hut. There's that first building you can build, the simple small house. 3 beds. Let's go ahead and light up the campfire. I don't have any recipes for the cauldron yet. Like I said, that 50 coin is pocket change. I mean, 50 coin will get you 1 cooking recipe. Things get spendy. Not so much the recipes, but so resource storage, food storage building, basic workshop, barn, a couple more houses. A little bit better house. I've got a married couple living in here now. Now, one important thing I learned, like I said, there's no tutorial to this yet. Each person of a gender needs their own house. I wound up with recruiting refugees and thinking, I've got, I had this house in and that one. I've got, 7 extra beds. I'm good. No. One woman and one man are all that can go in each house. So if you recruit 5 ladies or 5 guys, you need 5 houses. 3 ladies will not share a house with 3 beds. Each refugee of a gender needs their own house to live in. My level 2 sewing shop. And she's stuck again. Little things, Now, some of the things I was mentioning. 50 coins. Basic gloves. Thick leather gloves. Only ones in the game so far. Yeah, it's 200 coins to buy the recipe how to make it. Let's see some of these. 500, 500, 700. Don't have the tech yet. And they've been rebalancing the money system. So, it's doable, but it takes work. Management. Fertilizer, such a pain in the butt. It is so high on the research technology tree compared to where I think it should be. So I'm stuck basically going to the towns and buying it for 10 coin per unit. Yeah. 10 coin per unit of cow manure. And let me tell you what. This little field over here, that's a 4x4. That takes 16. That's 160 coin to be able to fertilize this field. And my carrots are coming up. Critical thing I found. Management is literally for managing your settlement. Let's pick... Now here's the people, your buildings, crop fields, and I'm only a couple of years in. I haven't gone far enough to unlock any animals as of yet. And like the buildings. The people, going into them, let's see. Let's grab somebody that won't make a difference, real big difference if I screw them up. Ah! Rudolfina. Alright. Open details. Now you can change and reassign their house. Now, if I move her to one of these other houses, it'll move those people into her house. It'll basically switch them out. But, see, I don't know who's in there. I gotta look at the currently, gotta look at the houses and see, like, 91%. Alright, let's go back. Who's in the 91% house? Oh! Vesemir is. Okay. He is living there with somebody. Who's living with Vesemir? Ah! Delbora. They're in that house together. I have already had 2 of the refugees get married, which was annoying because I was trying to romance the young lady to possibly become my wife, and literally recruited him, moved him into town, and while I was gone for a day, basically a month, they hit it off and decided to get married. The romance system takes forever, if you can make it work and not screw it up, which I guess is kind of real life-ish. He probably took the cruder, straightforward approach, which I was trying to be fancy. So be it. Now, buildings. This I learned the hard way. I was having serious problems when it was only 4 people. Until I figured out you gotta go in. Let's take the woodshed. Like I said, where do I produce planks? It doesn't say workshop or elsewhere. No, it's in the woodshed. Open details. That's who's working here. Their mood. Everybody's got a crappy mood right now. It's just, that's the way things are at the moment. Lumberjack. Skill, 3%. Now, you've got to come to the second one, assignments, and assign percentages and priorities for work. I didn't know that. I hadn't done that. So basically, he wasn't doing anything. He was a lumberjack, but he wasn't cutting trees, wasn't gathering sticks, wasn't cutting firewood. Everybody was at risk of freezing through the winter, which is why a lot of the moods are still really low. And then production gives you how much per hour, roughly. I'm giving you that as a tip because it took me forever to figure that out, and it really screwed up my place for a while. Now, as you can see, I've got my limit up to 30 buildings. I'm now a hamlet. It starts out as hermit when you've just got the one building, and it moves up through stages. Journal Dynasty continues. I'm stuck at a stage where my next things I need are to get a wife and have an heir. Like I said, the system is rough, hard to use. I haven't gotten anybody even close to, giving me a smile. I think my highest... Shit, let's find one of the ladies. I can't remember the term they're using. Affection? Hey! What you doing? Yeah, affection. 12%. I think my highest is like a 23, and it still gives me a 0% chance. I want to tell you something, beautiful lady. You seem very fit. You look strong like a boar. Ah, recently went hunting. Actually took a bear. See, I've got 0 chance. 12% affection. Should be a 0. Let's go with the went hunting and got a bear. Yeah, plus 2%. Must have been scary. I'm glad you're okay. And you can only do that a couple times a day. So a couple times a month. That... Unless I'm screwing something up, that just seems like it's going to be rough. All the roads, everything here, I had to build from scratch. Well, this is the original road. Got a hammer in here? Nope. Oh, you made another shovel. That's nice. Hammer, hammer. So 1, 2, nope. Dang it. Gotta be in the resource house. Wood hammers. There we go. Gimme. Okay. Open up. Inventory. My inventory is quite different now. And let's put that in slot 5. Alright. Now, with the hammer in hand, because all you can do is hand tools without other tools. I don't have any logs on me. Dang it. One sec. You've got a long glide for your jump, too. You've got a super spring. Alright. Grab some logs. We're just going to turn right here. Q to open it up. Go to buildings. And let's just... The original simple small house. 6 logs. I'm not actually going to set it down. Find it green, adjust it, how you want to sit it. Those 6 logs, actually, bugger it, just give you the framework. Each section, these are 2 sections, take resources to build. And you've got to build each section independently. It takes time and resources. So if you love building and crafting this stuff, plus, yes, you can get in here. Oop, let me not forget that. I want to be able to look down the road. Edit. Now it's a windowed wall. Or you know what? I want another door here. Wooden wall where it's all logs, like you saw the sewing shop. Or stone wall with door. I don't have... Fine then. Make that a window. Now I can put a door in here. You already had a door. Well, give me a door here now. You can adjust it around like that to suit however you want. See, it automatically move the stairs. That is a nice aspect. Alright, had some fun with that. Now, broadleaf plant, by the way, is your only way of healing up in the game, other than sleeping in your bed to heal. Aha, what do we got here? I do have a heightened stealth. She's gonna run anyway. Now, one of the most resource kind, though not time nice on your time frame, way I found of hunting has been to wound an animal so it's bleeding really bad, and then just chase it. And you've got to take aim. Where you hit makes a difference. Side of the head. Let's change up. Yes, I ran her down and finished her off with the axe. Retrieve the arrow, so I don't have to make more and don't accidentally break it while skinning her. A lot of the European Union countries have restrictions on violence in video games. So, currently, there's no human combat in the game. You don't have, raiders or individuals coming to the valley to, burn villages and, kidnap people or, take your belongings. But there are wolves, bears, and wild boar that will attack. They've got, Woggot. It's kind of a European bison. They will attack if you get too close, or especially if it's spring and they've got calves. You get too close, Mama will... Well, hello, little fox. Dang it. Yes. Gonna hunt the fox because his fur sells really well. Actually, I'm not going to because I'm not keeping this. Just kind of show you off. Now you can develop skills too. I missed. You can develop skills like this, where you can see things highlighted, showing you where a different resource are at, but it burns your stamina. I'm out of stamina. Same as sprinting does. Sorry, it's nighttime. I should go home and sleep. That way you can see things fresh and bright. The torch will burn out. It's got a duration circle in the bottom right next to the bow icon. And you just build a new one, build another one. Like I said, everything can wear out. Even the houses wear out and have to be repaired. Having a lot of fun. Actually, I've gotten really absorbed into playing this as my current relaxation, minimal stress game. Building up my town, getting more people in, and just the open world nature, and going and helping people out in other communities with their little quests and issues. Here we go. Ah, beautiful day. Birds are singing. But there are bears, wolves, foxes will attack if you wound them and don't kill them. Boars will attack. The woggot, I think is what they're called. The kind of bison type of animals will attack. You can earn up the tech via technology trees to unlock and have more animals. I've got the hen house open, which I'm thinking if I build it, it'll give me the chance to go buy chickens. But you've got to build up the money and go buy chickens and bring them home. Also under skills, let's see, where's my hunting one? There's that animal sight one that I was just using, showed the foxes in green and rabbits in green. Another important thing with your people is they've got skills too. So putting them in places where their skills work best. Putting someone with a fishing of 1 would be the survival skill, but also enables their ability to fish. Putting her as my fisher at the fishing hut would not work well. And currently they're all 3s, though they can go higher. I'm not sure what the limit is. I don't know if it's 9, 10. Don't know yet. But their skills do go up the more time they spend using it in the appropriate facilities. I think I've showed the basics. I think I've given you a good idea and reference of the game. At least so you know whether or not you're interested in taking a look at it yourself. Ah, I've got a quest popped up there. Most of them out in these outer villages are minor things. Need resources to fix a house, seeds to start a little personal garden. That usually comes from teenagers wanting to start a little garden, show how adult they are, how grown and responsible they are, and that they can, handle responsibility. Sometimes, a kid will need a tool that their parents can't provide them. Various quests across the land. As I said, it's single player, it's open world, and apparently, while I am, what was it, Hamlet? You can build all the way up to city stage. I have no clue what size city is going to be. As far as I know, even the biggest ones around here are just villages. Aren't even towns yet. And yes, you can zoom in to get close look at where your people are and what your community looks like. Oh, that little house I dropped in. So, that was a quick overlook, quick view. A medieval dynasty. Eventually I'll get a wife and an heir and progress that part of the storyline further. But I hope you've enjoyed. I hope it's opened your eyes to a new possible game. If you're looking for one that's this style of relaxation. Open world building and construction. I mean, without the worry of some griefer coming in, destroying everything you've built. So feel free to leave me any thoughts, comments, observations. That's my married couple, I do believe. Yep, Abrida and I can't pronounce it, Siegfried. I gave them the small house since, they're my only married couple. So feel free to leave me any thoughts, comments, observations, suggestions down below. Hit that like or dislike. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, you want to make sure YouTube cares about letting you know when I put out new content. Make sure that notification bell is dinged. If you've got a friend or think of someone that might be interested in this, share the video. But more important than anything, if there is something or someone out there important to you, important to your life, then whether it's up and out, face to face, or from behind your terminal, or just picking up the phone, be someone that matters. Get involved, make a difference. But take care, stay safe. I am the Articulate Grunt. My camera appears to be frozen, so I can't tell what you're receiving. I just realized the camera froze up on me. Oh, by the way, you run faster and harvest things faster with nothing in your hands. That just kind of makes a little bit of sense. What is that over there? A rock. Okay, I thought it might be a boar over on the other hill. At this level, this character can handle a boar. Watch my water tab. Bing. Alright. As I was saying before I realized the camera was froze up, I am the Articulate Grunt. Thank you for joining me. I hope to catch you back soon, but for now, I'm out from here. Bye.